tip ball to an offensive lineman. And Johnson will keep it himself, and Johnson heads for the end zone. Touchdown, K-State. Who needs to throw the ball when you got him running it? Beck will keep it himself inside the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. A huge score by the Cyclones after Kansas State gambled and went for it on 4th down inside their 30.
Remember, this is a team that beat top 25 teams in succession 3 times in the Big 12. Williams, Leishon, gone, touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas.
Empty backfield, 2 by 3. Haney outside the pocket. He has elite speed and a touchdown. Stretch play by Lahi, wiggling, slicing, touchdown, Oklahoma State. From 9 yards away, and it's 26-7 Cowboys.
Yeah. And now look, Sama is out of the gun, and a little wildcat, and how do you do a boo? Algona, Iowa is an all-stater, 4-star recruit, big-time talent, no question. And here they come with Townsend around the end and in, touchdown. Second and goal. Look at him go. Is he in there? Yeah, he is. Touchdown. Alex Mansky. His first ever touchdown. Stretch play to Lee. Cuts it back. Touchdown.
Who needs him off guard?
You saw it flapping in the breeze, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't it be amazing just to hop in his brain real quick and see everything going on?
I don't know if I'd want to stay long, but it'd be worth a look.
He's a special guy.
Hyshaw looking to the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown, Kansas. 20-yard touchdown run for Kansas running back. Going to give it back to Stewart. Can he get in? He does. First career touchdown at Kansas for Harry Stewart III.
Jaheim White back in the backfield. They fake the pitch to him. Markiel, touchdown, West Virginia.
A lot of teams losing timeouts because of that very issue.
Here's Jaheim White over that right side. Touchdown, West Virginia. Markiel to Jaheim White. Jaheim White has his second touchdown of the afternoon. And it's Bowers again. And Bowers, left side. Bowers, touchdown, West Virginia. Logan Ramper making the catch. And here's Fox. Fox down the sideline. Fox, he's going to take it to the house. The freshman, his first touchdown, 59 yards.
Big and Rucker back into the game. Their 2 starting rush in. Second down. Rice trying to bounce it wide. Gets to the outside. Touchdown. The freshman into the end zone for the first time in his Kansas State career. Up the middle for 6. Devon Rice has his second of the night.
Second down, Bachmeier. Keeper. He's in for the touchdown.
You see Bear making plays with his feet.
Once again, there's Bachmeier. Oh, look at the moves for another touchdown. In some of the major stadiums, right?
I'm right there with you, partner.
It just says a lot. It's an incredible atmosphere.
Oh, here.
Off to the races. Here is Dominique McKenzie and a touchdown. From start to finish.
100%.
Hagen hands off to Miska, and he's in for the touchdown. Charlie Miska.
On the Hawaii side, Risano stays in. Fafita with a quick snap. Staying with Risano. Skinny through the hole and into the end zone. From the 13, the first touchdown of 2025 belongs to Arizona and Kendrick Risano. For Noah this season. More on that after this run. Quincy Craig breaks it to daylight. To the 10, to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The 1K back from Portland State with a 54-yard house call in his debut. Fafita wants to turn the takeaway into a touchdown. Dodges the rush, keeps the play alive, slices inside, and hits pay dirts. Body in the backfield, only a couple attempts so far tonight. 3rd and goal. They'll feed him here, and he's got his first Wildcat touchdown. Statement drive from Ishmael Mahdi.
1st and goal from the 6. And a handoff spinning is Malik Brown breaking tackles. And Brown lunging. And he's in. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Who served a 2-year LDS mission in Barcelona. He's got a wife. He's got 2 kids. That's why he's a leader on this team.
The leader for ASU stepping up, lot of room to run. Sam Levitt, there he goes, 10-5, touchdown Arizona State. Play clock inside 5. Levitt, and a handoff. No, it keeps it around the right side, up the middle, into the end zone. Second rushing score, Sam Levitt from 18 yards. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Again, the Texas Tech crowd's a little hushed after that.
Jacoby Williams, the hurdle for a touchdown. He went airborne over a Marion Mingo.
You know that you're on the 2-yard line. You've only got a 1st, 2nd, and a 3rd down that you could potentially use, maybe a 4th.
And Cameron Dickey caps it off with the touchdown. His first of 2025. He had 1 as a true freshman. Hammond throwing this time. Escaping. And Hammond showing off the wheels. The sea parts for Will Hammond. It's a touchdown. After the lightning delay, a lightning strike.
It's a big drive for the North Carolina defense.
That was the Capital One rewarding performance, and this is a rewarding run as Gavorian Barnes is out the gate, inside the 30, to the 10. Touchdown TCU, 75 yards and no flags.
I actually think it was the right call.
Do you?
Football move, and he fell on the fumble.
What is a football move?
Ask Clemson. Into the open field goes
that's a
Battle.
move.
There's a football
That's
move
a
right
football
into the end zone, a 28-yard run, and the heels are getting the boot put right to their backside.
Robertson gives to Washington. Washington rolls right into the end zone. 8-yard touchdown run.
That's exactly what Bill has been doing.
It's first and goal at the 2. Washington, the running back. He'll get the carry. Up the middle. He falls in the end zone.
After it bounced off them a second time, kind of would have got worried about the rest of the play, and he made the tackle to keep him out of the end zone. Akari Rodgers. In for the touchdown. So far this year, that came in the win over UCLA last week. Dampier under center. Here we go. He's going to hand it off. Rodgers battling. He gets in. Not by much, but gets in.
New set of downs and goal from the 2. Terrence Carter Jr. in motion, leading the way for Dickey, who punches it in. Sheridan Wilson, the center, ready to snap it back to Morton. And on 4th down, they find a way to put it in the paint. He's going to split out left, so they motion to empty. QB drop behind his blocks, picking his way to pay dirt. Touchdown, Will Hammond. The Red Raiders are rolling.
Is 1 for 4 on 3rd downs. Sorsby pocket caving in, takeoff run to the house. It's a touchdown. From 9 yards away, Sorsby has his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season.
Looks like they're not gonna. No, they are not paying attention to that at all, Jason.
Yet another run. Touchdown. Caden Salter leaning for the pylon.
The eye black all over the eyes. He is an intense player.
It's a run. It's Welch carving the defense. 4-6 for the Buffaloes.
Rice has clamped down in these late play scenarios. Connors on the give. Dean Connors takes off. The answer is the former Owl. Dean Connors for 6 in the closing seconds of the second quarter. Wigman takes off and runs. Wigman will work his way into the end zone. The Texas A&M transfer scrambles in from 9 yards out. And so far, it's the law firm of Connor and Connors in the end zone for Houston on the 2025 calendar. Dean Connors with the handoff. Connors breaks free again. Dean Connors against his former squad with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
Jackson puts it in Montgomery's stomach, takes it back and right into the end zone.
Well, it's just classic RPO right there.
Coach Frost calls him a warrior, and he showed us why. Jackson, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
Unbelievable.
Jaden Nixon's the running back. In motion is Dylan Wade. Oh, Jaden Nixon. That's the last you'll hear of him on this run. All the way into the end zone. No shot for the Aggies. A big night for Jaden Nixon.
Jaden Nixon. He didn't. Love National League. He's.
Oh, Mr. Nixon. Hello, hat trick. 3 explosive touchdowns for Jaden Nixon. 96-yard kickoff return, 86-yard running, and then another huge touchdown. 66 yards this time. Stacey Gage into the game. Keeping it is Jakari Brown. And going to the house is Jakari Brown. Don't blink. If you did, you missed him.
What you love about that for freshmen, man, just starts building confidence.
Great play fakes. Brown hurdles a tackler and dances into the end zone. Boy, has he looked slick tonight.
Wow. Just never know what's going to happen down the stretch.
308 total rushing yards tonight. Tack this on. Stacey Gage. At 5'11", 200 pounds, the Tampa, Florida native finds himself in the end zone. First career touchdown.
So we witnessed the collegiate debut. Bird Ficklin, who hands it off and breaking free. Parker having himself quite a day. 43-yard touchdown run. Would have taken himself. Ficklin, one more man to beat. Makes a move. And there goes the freshman with his first collegiate touchdown. 38-yard run for the Okie from Muskogee.
A lot of coaching going to be done this week.
Johnson comes in motion. Ficklin will keep it himself, and he will hop into the end zone. Second touchdown for the true freshman, Bird Ficklin.
The big bear Bachmeier could be in play.
Keeps it himself, Roddy, straight ahead. That's why he wears 47. Fullback mentality for the score. 44 yards after that last one. On the nice cutback. Touchdown Cougars, Moa.
Two tight ends into the game with McGarry and Koziel. Connors zonkers his way into the end zone for 6. 35 seconds to go in the half. Four-man rush. Staub. Big hole up the middle. Staub toward the end zone. Ball pops out. And it's covered up by Colorado. And it's a Buffalo's touchdown.
That's under 2.5 yards per play the last 4 quarters of offense for Kansas State. It's a run for Brown, trying to get him into space, and he is! Chase Brown, the big play Kansas State has needed for weeks. Touchdown!
First play of a new drive, and they run it through the left side. Raleek Brown, gone! Trailing Bobcats behind him. 75 to the house.
Henderson's even out of the break and almost caught it for him. Can't drop that one.
Williams, stiff arm, slides away from one. What a cut. Oh, stutter step. Williams still on his feet. Leads Sean Williams for a Kansas touchdown. 62 yards.
That Clemson loss, you know, that was a team that was talked about to be in the national title run this year. You know,
super experienced. Yeah. Salter out into the open. Caden Salter is going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Bassett only played 3 snaps this season before getting good run today. Here's Edwards to the big hole from that restructured offensive line. Up he goes. Dylan Edwards flies home for a touchdown.
He's
just looks normal. Right there, just a little out of sorts timing-wise.
Jackson left the game in the first half with a shoulder injury. And Nixon, who can burn? He's into open space. Foot race. He wins it. Jaden Nixon, an explosive play waiting to happen.
Kevin, thank you so much. Baylor trying to get its first Big 12 win. They go to the go-to back. Bryson Washington rumbling into the end zone for the score. Wanted all that heat. 19 yards for Bryson Washington.
On the around, that's Cody Hagan. Got a blocker out in front of him. Hagan houses it. Touchdown, Cougars.
Montgomery's got the rock. He's got a hole. Bye-bye, Miles Montgomery.
Get him more involved in the right side of this offensive line and then the center as well. Carter.
He'll motion into the backfield. And Pryor a touch and a crease. Pryor with the house call to start. And the Bearcats strike first.
The play action game, and now you go back to the run. Great job by the offensive line, specifically tight end Patrick Gerd.
They'll have it on 1st and 10 in the red zone. Rocco Beck, how about the cut and the maneuver into the end zone, and just like that, Iowa State on the board. Pryor, the running back, on 1st down in the red zone. Another touch. Pryor cuts it back against the grain into the end zone. Yes! Pryor is the running back. Sorsby will keep it into the end zone. He'll high step in for the score. Empty backfield for Becht. He'll take off straight ahead. A-gap diving ahead. And he's there for the touchdown. Every inch was needed by the veteran quarterback, Rocco Becht.
You got to bow up, right? You're right outside the red zone. You got to try to hold Kansas State to a field goal attempt.
Johnson, the seas part. The first punch delivered by Kansas State. 6-0, 31 yards for Avery Johnson.
And the big boys up front doing the dirty work, blocking on that draw. That's a nice job, again, by Matt Wells. He decided.
Robertson to Turner. Blitzing was fair, and that opened up the door for a 17-yard touchdown for the freshman Michael Turner. Johnson, 229 passing yards, 23 of 30. He's been lights out. Edwards bounces it, brings it into the end zone. A 5-yard touchdown.
3 touchdown passes, 5 picks on the season. Little misdirection. It's Parker Kingston in for a score. BYU capitalizes 1 play after the interception. Well, that's an excellent throw and catch and good read by Bachmeier. L.J. Martin in for 6. 1st and goal, Mountaineers. The handoff to Hubbard. Feet turning and in for 6. Empty set for Bear Bachmeier. Fakes to Martin. Bachmeier walks it in untouched. Wilkins, QB draw. Touchdown, Khalil Wilkins. Martin punches it in.
They get right to the line here to snap it on 2nd and goal. Another Williams run. And Williams is in for the Texas Tech touchdown. To the line, though, so not a chance to blow the whistle to further review it. It doesn't matter now because Williams is in the end zone for the Texas Tech touchdown.
play the game. We got to get our head turned around a little bit more, things like that. So we'll get there. We got a lot of game to play yet.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Miles Montgomery with the second touchdown run of the night, and it's 13-0 UCF. Williams does the surge into the end zone, and the Jayhawks find Pater. And for the moment, the bounce house is still and a little bit more silent. And it's Williams to the end zone, his second touchdown of the night. Trying to cash in from the red zone. Williams, touchdown number 3.
We've seen Johnson make several plays in this first half, including that one. And TCU shifting the line up front. Salter out the back door again. Squeezing through, lunging for the end zone. He's in. Hayden Salter on the quarterback keeper for 6.
There was clear evidence to see that he crossed the plane.
So all the big boys in there on 1st and goal. And it's Hoover. Definitely in this time. First score of the night for Josh Hoover, the TCU offense behind Chase Curtis at tight end.
So to the gun now. And the quarterback punches it in. With a lead block from Dean Connors, it's the 5th rushing score of the season for Connor Wigman. And goal. Back to Dean Connors, who launches into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Cincinnati bringing the pressure. Fancher finds some daylight, and it's the first touchdown of the game for the Knights.
On 1st and goal, Welch follows Seaton, and Welch waltzes right in. Colorado strikes first. As tight ends with Sama, who follows him, and Sama's in. Touchdown, Iowa State. And now big mix-up after the play as well in the end zone. Sama again. Sama, touchdown. Abu Sama is feasting. Late flag will go on Tyler Moore for jawing in the face of the Colorado defender. But it is a touchdown indeed for Iowa State marching down the field.
But when the music starts, you got to hold your ground. They got to protect their quarterback.
And that's the thing. The music starts fast. Cameron Dickey right down the zipper of the defense to strike up the band. 71 yards.
Just watch this. Full speed.
Slot receivers coach.
Jeremy Payne in the backfield. Oh, beautiful play call. Absolutely perfect for the touchdown. Jeremy Payne, the sophomore from Missouri City, Texas.
Use that speed. He's not sneaky athletic, people. He's just athletic.
He feels like the man right now. He got a block from Carter, and he's in. Touchdown. You could see it when he popped off the turf last play. I think Joey McGuire gave a clue to Alexa in her interview, by the way. It was good work by Alexa. He said, we're running the ball well, like do it more. Like Dickey on the gas pedal in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. D5 here.
Good golly, oh Molly. They're going to bring the backside tackle, Jacob Ponton, around, wash everyone else down, and then Cameron Dickey's doing what, Jason? He's getting Dickey with it, gets right down the middle of the field once again. Talking about a guy that doesn't hit a lot of home run plays.
For Byron Hanspard that year against Baylor, fake it to Dickey. Hammond on the run. He's got Pater in mind. Oh, thunder at the pylon. Touchdown. Sparks flying.
4th and 2 for Utah.
I expect to see quarterback run here. Devin Dampier needs to keep the football in his hands.
He does, and he will walk in. Touchdown. And Dampier, a guy that whole coaching staff very familiar with. He'll keep it on second down and short. Dampier to the end zone. Touchdown.
And once again, if I'm Utah here, I'm going to let that play clock run down and really try to melt some clock here. ASU gets the football to start the third quarter. I don't want to give them an opportunity for points here.
Left side run, big hole, the cutback, and touchdown. Nakari Rogers from 22 yards out. You got about as many big guys out there as you can. Dampier, a late pitch, wide open, and a walk into the end zone for Nakari Rogers. Touchdown, Utah.
Because it was clear that Utah was trying to draw ASU off sides.
It worked until it didn't. Now, on a little end around, give into the end zone. Tyson, touchdown. But they're not in the wrong on those kind of plays. Dampier keeps it. Cuts back middle. Dampier. Touchdown. They never got him to the ground. Man, has he been awesome tonight. His third touchdown run.
You know he was playing with a little extra chip on his shoulder tonight.
There's the freshman quarterback, Ficklin, who takes it in for another Utah touchdown.
Bachmeier gives it. Martin's on the move. He is gone. Touchdown, BYU. From LJ Martin.
It's all about the downhill runs. They had a little Bear Bachmeier, but it's been all about LJ Martin. Martin tiptoeing into the end zone. Cougs up 7 in the desert.
Richino powers through a tackle. He keeps on going, and 4th and 1 turns into a touchdown.
You can't draw it up any better, but you got the middle linebacker, Siali Acera, and you got this running back. They're going to meet right here, and watch what happens. Boom! Right through the tackle of Acera, and you're playing the fight song if you're the Wildcats.
Tight end to either side of the formation. Martin in the backfield. Bachmeier on the move. Turns it up, and he scores! Got Hagan by himself to the right. Ryan, the tight end, in the slot left, and Martin out wide. Another design run, and Bachmeier with a lunge does it again. He won't be denied.
33 yards on 4th down. Another design quarterback run.
Nice read.
Wigman! Touchdown, Houston! Spivey in motion. They give it to Spivey to the edge.
Wow, nice
touchdown, Arizona. Second touchdown of the day for Trey Spivey. 2nd down and goal. They try Richino again, and this time he powers in.
Wow.
Touchdown, Arizona.
27th ranked red zone offense in all of college football, looking to answer the Knights back with Wilkins. Sprinting to the left side, and he gets in. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Ninth play of the UCF drive. They've already gained 80 yards on this march. The speed of Nixon on display as he turns the corner and puts it in. Touchdown, UCF. Nixon in from 12.
What these guys battling through this season, really, really unprecedented, and certainly our thoughts, prayers, and our well wishes with all of them.
Look at this crease. Dashing down the hashes, Nixon all the way home. 83 in the bounce house.
He puts his foot on the gas, aware enough at the end to get his feet out of harm's way, the only tackle that could have brought him down. and strike up the band, setting a physical tone at the point of attack.
Belfort, once again, an off-frame snap. No trouble, slicing to the end zone. Touchdown, Dobby Belfort.
Just right up the gut. You see both tight ends coming across the formation to seal that backside, and just a good, tough run.
Direct snap again. Does he muscle in? Waiting for the call. Yes! Bryson Washington caps the longest touchdown drive of the season for Baylor. Quick to the line. First and goal, Frogs. Barnes wants it, can smell it, getting the push. End zone! Kevorian Barnes will not be denied. TCU so sloppy a week ago. Did not look like a Sonny Dykes coach team. This is a different squad. Battle with the crease. Battle is won.
Who said TCU can't run the football? Done. Carson Bruno, number 62, gets on the edge, and then the center, 51, Cohen Deary doing the rest. And then the speed, Trent Battle. They've committed to
Barnes with the carry. Barnes, the C parts. He's got himself a tunny. Number 2 for Kevorian Barnes. Put it on ice.
That was definitely not BYU's defense.
Whip route, selling that slant up top.
2 plays to get 1 yard. Hammond is off the hit and pushed in.
Big Lee Howard right over the ball. Deuce.
Love it with a toss. It's Brown backing his way toward the goal line. He's in! Levitt jumping for joy as his back gets there for a late lead for the Sun Devils.
It's because Devin Dampier has 18 quarterback hits so far in this game, and those hits are starting to pile up. They got to have other ways to get the ball rolling.
This is Bray running left behind Mokafisi. Bray is free. He got by Wall into the end zone. Touchdown, Daniel Bray. Utah takes the lead.
Offensive line, and then watch Daniel Bray as he comes across. And you're going to see this trail showing you just how much he has to go vertical. You get blocks on the outside from your starting running back and your wide receiver. And just
They do have Levani Damouni, the transfer from Stanford, who is in. Kingston on the run. Kingston in space. Kingston to the end zone. Touchdown. Bachmeier straight ahead, design run. There's a bear on the loose in Provo. Bachmeier is in, touchdown.
There by Bear Bachmeier. I want you guys to watch the center and see how he cuts the defense, and then watch L.J. Martin get up on Damouni, the linebacker. Enough contact to allow Bear to get through all the contact. Another hurdle, and then right here he's saying to himself, what am I going to do? I'm going to get my...
We're excited to be here.
Thank you, Coach.
Don, thank you. We start the second with an option pitch around the edge. Cyrus Allen is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Milani stays in. Still no Rodney Fields after he broke off the big one earlier. Cowboys 1 for 3 on third downs. Jackson to throw. Steps up in the pocket, and Jackson can be electric. Jackson, touchdown. The lack of action has not inhibited the way to do a celebration for Quentin Stewart. Fields up the middle.
hopping toward the end zone. Touchdown. Rodney Fields is a man possessed. Sorsby the keep. Broke away from Robertson, and Sorsby spins in. Touchdown. How about the effort from Brendan Sorsby?
Some other guys, some opportunities to get ready for the second half of this Big 12 championship stretch, they hope.
Covey is in for a touchdown. Manny Covey runs it in.
And we should run it. It's Martin instead. He is in. Touchdown. L.J. Martin, just like that. A response from BYU.
One of these tight ends in the middle of the field. Third down in the red zone. The QB pulls out on the edge and into the end zone.
Sorsby the keep with a cut. Broken ankles. See ya. Ran right by Micah Gifford.
Number 24 is going to come right here. He's there. Micah Gifford, he's there in the hole. And not the lazy, the dead leg. The dead leg by Sorsby. The fake is it.
But he made a difference against BYU a week ago.
Send him in motion. Ficklin keeps it. Has some real estate into plus territory. Off to the races. And the true freshman quarterback on play number 2 reaches the end zone.
His first career start. You think he's going to hand it off to the running back. So you're going to see defensive end Arden Walker crash really hard, and everybody's eyes on defense goes inside to the running back, Nakari Rogers. Well, with all of those defenders crashing inside, you see the gaping lane outside on the perimeter for Bert Ficklin, and he goes the distance untouched. He's the man calling the shots for this Utah offense. I think he has done a tremendous job coming over from New Mexico.
Yeah, coming in from the Lobos. There goes Parker. Wayshawn. Show me the way to the end zone. A 58-yard touchdown run for the Utes. And Utah in business at home tonight.
Okay, if you're going to play a too-high safety defense, it's numbers advantage to the offense. You're going to see a great block by the tight end, Dallin Bentley. And then here's Lomu, the left tackle, with an outstanding kick-out block. Too-high safety look. The box advantage numbers go to Utah. And then obviously Wayshawn Parker does a tremendous job when he gets out to the open field.
Encouraging nobody more than Bird Ficklin. It has been so cool to see those two interact here.
Nate Johnson, Wildcat quarterback, straight ahead. Nate on the move towards the end zone. And the Utes strike again from 56 yards out. Transfer from Vanderbilt. Nate Johnson, a little 6'7", and why not?
Well, how about this run by the redshirt junior, Nate Johnson? But you got to once again give so much credit to this Utah offensive line, the tight ends, everybody involved in this run game, blocking. See the celebration there by Johnson.
Houston stacking them. They're bringing pressure, running right into it. It opens up for Fox. Off he goes. Needed 4, got 34.
Things set up right here. It's a 4-man box. 4-man box against 6 offensive players. That's an untouched Scotty Fox Jr. too.
Sims needs 4. Wow, the double doors open, and he's off to the races. Jeff Sims, exit velocity. Touchdown ASU. 88 yards on the house call.
Look at the space. You had 4 wide receivers out to your left here. So you've got 4 players in the box right now with a 5th lurking here. And a design quarterback run, a player coming from the second level, diving at the ankles of the 6'5", 220-pound quarterback.
By freelancing is something I haven't seen quite from anyone else this year on tape.
Avery Johnson on the fake from Brown. He's gone again. Avery Johnson
Nixon against the Red Raiders, a guaranteed touchdown.
This place is electric. Going to fake it to Jace Brown, and then boom, hit that inside C gap, and then it's off to the races. I told you in the open, he's one of the fastest dual threat quarterbacks in the country, and right there, he had this whole
3rd down and 2, probably 2-down territory here. Williams, a tailback, gets around the edge. Big block from Carter. He'll cut it back. Williams is gone. Touchdown.
What a run by Jacoby Williams. And you're going to see Terrence Carter Jr. come out in front with the lead block. And watch how Williams hits Zayshawn Rich right there as, hey, man, get out the way. I got a touchdown to score.
Here's Montgomery in for the touchdown. And UCF an extra point away from going up 10-0 here in the space game. 3rd trip to the red zone for UCF. Direct snap to Nixon. Nixon has some room. Nixon in for the score. Fooled everybody. A 15-yard touchdown for Jaden Nixon.
Hey, let's get back to 1st and goal.
Yeah, let's just relive this down and distance all day long. The 3rd time down here, and TCU finally punches it in. Trent Battle off the direct snap. 2-score lead, Horned Frogs. It's Hansen at running back. It's Hansen fighting to the goal line. He's in to score for Iowa State. Back to a 1-score game in Fort Worth. So inching closer to the goal line after the penalty. Toss for Hansen, and he submarines in.
And Lance Leipold's Kansas team trying to punch it in. Right away, Daniel scampers in. It's a Kansas touchdown. What an answer from the Jayhawks. 2 running back look to begin with Mahdi and Craig both in. This is Ismail Mahdi with the lead. Mahdi with the cut. Made a man miss in the plus territory. Ankles broken. Lyric rolls. Kansas shows pressure. They back off. It's a run with Craig. He's got a lead. Touchdown Arizona.
Programs that have positioned themselves, but a lot of work to do. And Texas Tech up 10. Look out, Jacoby Williams is an electric runner in space. Can they chase him down? Huge explosive run inside the 25. Picked up 43. And that is part 7 of the plan. I think the first 6 parts of
so far they've checked every box.
Yeah.
Got 1 box left.
Dickey, he's got the edge. Cameron Dickey is loose, makes a little cut. Still going. Spins into BYU territory.
Like a diamond formation with Dickey there.
6 offensive linemen. Power! And walking in is Cameron Dickey. Texas Tech making a statement in front of the nation today.
Bring Curtis Jones Jr., a defensive player, into the backfield. He takes the handoff, and he is in. He's 6'4". Jones stays in. Offset right. Fox feeds him, turning the feet. He's back in with his 2nd rushing touchdown to make it a 2-score lead.
There's one.
39 yards. They marked it at the 13, and there's Dickey for the touchdown. Hello, how do you do? Rodriguez, touchdown. The Mount told us he was going to pick him up. 79 said, I'm going to pick him up. at the very least invited to New York. I don't expect him to win the Heisman, but boy, he deserves to get enough votes to go. Here's Reggie Virgil on a little sweep for the touchdown to open quarter number 2.
To corral those defenders, they do a good job there.
Reverse, Virgil. Reverse.
There goes Virgil.
Oh, yeah. A hop, skip, and a jump touchdown. One more time. Touchdown. Second touchdown today, his 13th of the year. And the lead up to 47-9.
Loss of a couple of the plays. A 2nd and 12. Avery Johnson looking to take off. Oh, he's got all kinds of room. Johnson stumbles, gets to the 40, redirects, and he's all the way down to the 30-yard line. Oakley lined up in the backfield. It's Jackson straight ahead into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. A flag is down.
It's a run. It's out to the edge, and then creases. Arizona with a big start on the road. Ismail Mahdi, 27 yards to the house. Hasn't been targeted much the last couple of weeks. Oh boy. He's a projected first-round pick, and this breaks. A huge gash for Tawee Walker inside the 25. Arizona's defense has been better the last couple of weeks against the run. And here is a run from Sorsby, and he's in there for a touchdown. Answer back. Brendan Sorsby for 6. Quadruple header. Let's play 4.
Yes.
First to 4 is tied at 7. And Walker weaving. He's got a lead block from Sorsby, his quarterback. Walker is in open space again. And Arizona catches him inside the 25 again. Apparently didn't play against Kansas. And a highlight. And after the big play from Hunter, it's Risino. He's going to block along the sideline. Risino, no red zone needed. A 50-yard chunk for Arizona and a lead for Risino.
Communicating their unit, get a different play in.
Well, they were all scrambled around as Johnson burrows ahead, and he is in there. First career rushing touchdown, Zion Johnson.
10th play of the drive for the Mountaineers. It's Jones, and the wrecking ball punches it in. His 3rd touchdown in a span of 8 days, and we've got a 1-score contest in Tempe.
Just BYU's 2nd drive of the game. They already have 8 first downs in this first quarter. Kingston gets it again. He's going to turn the corner. Kingston, touchdown, BYU. He got a block from the tight end, Carson Ryan, and as soon as he got around that corner, still not easy here, 3rd and 13 inside the 20. TCU's defense has a chance at least to force a field goal try.
Devin Deal is the go-to pass rusher for the Horned Frogs. It's time to make his impact felt.
He drops back in coverage, and Bachmeier, the hole opens, and he sprints through it into the end zone for a touchdown. 17 yards on 3rd and long. The big guys up front. Hoover under center. Quick to the line. Pitch play left side, and first down and more. It's a touchdown. John Denman, who's not had many carries at all this year, took the pitch instead of a sneak.
Going to him every single time.
Bryson Washington, young man out of Franklin, Texas. Tough to bring down. Washington racing inside the 5. Ficklin at quarterback will keep Ficklin to the open field, and the freshman can fly straight into the end zone, 67 yards. And
Parker, no one was there. He's gonna go untouched. Too easy for Wayshawn Parker. 64 yards. In at quarterback. Ficklin with the fake. He will run it. Picks up a block on the right side. Ficklin, the hezzy. Oh, shoves a defender out of the way. Ficklin still motoring. Come on now. The kid's a star. Simi Telonga. Big bodies out there in this formation. All about power. Although we saw this look on a 3rd and 1 in which Dampier threw for a touchdown. Option. The pitch. Dakari Rogers cuts it back up, and he's in. The power back with the second effort. And will that be enough to put Baylor away? Ficklin and Rogers in the backfield. And Rogers, touchdown number 2. So Johnson pushing was denied, and Rogers gets in, and an emotionally charged game, and here comes the flag.
Left into the half. Flores looking, under pressure, keeps it. Flores to the end zone. Falls in, yes! Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And at the start of the second quarter, inside the 5 with a chance to take a 2-touchdown lead. This is Hansen to the right side, leaping towards the pylon or to the goal line. It's a touchdown.
Right on the outside, no help over the top.
This is Williams on the ground, right up the middle. It's a touchdown. What a start in this second half for the Jayhawks.
People kind of get tired. They think it's cliche hearing it on the outside, but about the process.
Aiden Flora, big run for Aiden Flora. His first touchdown is the exclamation point on the day for the Cyclones.
Called it a catch, 1st and 10 Wildcats, their first down of the game. Jackson in the backfield, he'll get the carry, bounce it left side, and now a big gain across the 40 to midfield, and still going all the way down to the 30-yard line. He's got to be louder inside the huddle to make sure his teammates can hear. Handoff and squirting through out into the open field, cutting it back left. Antonio Martin, touchdown. Wow, what a run from the second stringer. 37 yards at Kansas State. 45 yards of penalties on this drive alone. And that's going to lead to a touchdown. Bird Ficklin over the right side. The true freshman quarterback with the first points of the game for the Utes. He'll get the carry and cuts it back, makes a man miss, out into the open again. Jackson inside the 20, another big gain on the ground. Smith Snowden finally tackles him.
Well, I'm proud of our guys, man. We're trying to play big boy football here, being able to run the football at them and trying to make this a 4-quarter game, and our kids are ready to play today.
Thanks for that.
You bet.
All right, thanks, Stormy. Thanks, Chris. There's some big boy football for you. Touchdown, Avery Johnson.
Run a week ago where he delivered a stiff arm. This kid's special.
There he goes again. Ficklin, end zone touchdown. Well, he's only played a handful of snaps in this first half. He's got both of the Utah touchdowns. That one from 6 yards out. In their own territory. Johnson. Handoff, and they'll get the first down and more. Jackson, there he goes. Nobody's going to catch him. Joe Jackson, touchdown, Kansas State. 66 yards. And in a weird way, the call that went against him, I think, helps him. But he's out as a wide receiver on the left side. Dampier takes the snap, bounces it right, turns the corner. Dampier, pylon, touchdown, Utah.
He wanted his team to cut it loose today, and that is certainly what they have done.
Averaging 15 yards a rush. They're getting more here. Jackson out into the open. What a cut. To midfield. Jackson to the 30. To the 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. 80 yards this time. Fresh legs coming at them from the Utah side. 2nd and 6, and a keeper. That is Ficklin, and Bird Ficklin, touchdown. Just wouldn't be tackled.
Caden Luke in as a fullback in front of Risano. Here's the handoff with the blocks. He rides the surge to a touchdown. Risano has scored for the 5th time in the last 6 games for the Arizona Wildcats. 17th play of this Baylor drive. Robertson sifting through traffic, and he is in. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the season, and Baylor's back on the high side.
Thank you.
Luke in front of Risano. Here's the give, and it's a weight room touchdown for the Wildcats. Third down 9. Gun run. Knighton knifing through for a first. There he goes. Nearly housed it. Smith saves the day, but it's a chunk run of 33 for the freshman Knighton. The 2-back set with the tight end Sam Olsen, part of the formation. Motti into a gaping hole. Untouched. 28 yards for a 2-score lead. They just scored off a 2-back formation. They go to it again. This time the other way. This time it's Risano. Same results. 19 to the house and what could be the dagger.
They'll shift and hand it to Jackson straight ahead. There goes Jackson. Joe Jackson, an all-time night, into the end zone for another touchdown. 24 more yards. Parker and Dampier. Parker in motion. Dampier keeps it. Dampier, touchdown, Utah!
So another chance into the red zone for Colorado, trying to cash in with the first quarter winding down. Dallin Hayden into the end zone, touchdown Colorado.
And a critical mistake for the Colorado offense.
Malik Brown, they go right back to him, and he sprints to midfield. Chased by Tion Parks. Brown all the way, touchdown. 12 personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight ends. Arizona State does that the 2nd most in the country. Udo, straight ahead, touchdown. First and goal, and Jason Brown goes straight ahead. 2nd effort, touchdown. First career touchdown for the redshirt freshman, Jason Brown.
Watch Parker Kingston here as he goes in motion.
Straight ahead, Bachmeier, touchdown!
I'd be upset too. You want the big fellas to get some love, but you got to throw it to them.
Instead, it's Martin. It's a touchdown!
At Stanford in the spring, the majority of the guys on this roster, as you see L.J. Martin break a big run for a touchdown that I think is going to put him over 200 yards rushing on the day.
It will. He'll take the 6 here, but there's
have 8 touchdown catches this season. That's Gruen in the slot, and he's in motion. That was eye candy. Highshaw with the first touchdown of the game, fittingly on senior day. Atta baby. Daniels. Did he get the push? Ruled a touchdown.
Snead stays in the game. 2nd down and 10. Houston looking to double. It's lead around the left side with an escort. Wigman leaving, Bears in his wake. All the way to the end zone. 28 yards for Connor Wigman. His 10th rushing touchdown of the season. Wigman over the right side. And the battering Ram quarterback puts it in the paint again. His 2nd rushing touchdown of Week 14, and Houston opens it up to 23-9. Baylor break this touchdown drought early in the 4th quarter. It's Dodds with his first Bears touchdown. Houston looking for the go-ahead touchdown. There's a flag in the air as Connors puts it in. Dean Connors hammers it home for Houston. Will it stand? Connor Wigman says yes. He's got a sneak peek.
Offside. Defense lined up in the neutral zone. The penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
As the Cougs are knocking on the doorstep. And they are in for a touchdown. 9th rushing TD of the season for Martin.
About this heavy package.
And it's Martin marching in for a touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
A little bit of an overcast afternoon.
Direct snap, L.J. Martin, 10th play of the drive. Muscles it near the goal line. Is he in? No signal. Touchdown. His 3rd. What an opening drive to start the 2nd half for BYU. 11 plays.
14th play of the drive for Oklahoma State, looking for points, trailing 10-0. Howland bouncing it to the outside. He's got away into the end zone. Abu Sama in the game. This is about the spot on the field where he broke off the big run in the 1st half that set up the touchdown for Iowa State. This time it's up the middle and Sama breaks contained. He's going to race to the end zone. Touchdown. 40 yards for the score for Abu Sama.
All in is what you might say to that. Yes, off the timeout. Bouncing it outside, Payne. He's got 6.
Oh, just a really great job, right?
Jackson forces way in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I don't know what. Trying to get a single matchup here.
Oh, they run it. And it works. It works. That's a roll of the dice. It works. It's going to be a touchdown for Michael Welch. First touchdown of the game for Colorado. 47 to Stuffleby, 99 to Seumalo. And they give it to Jackson. He rides behind the seniors for a touchdown. They're going to go for it. Tempo. 3rd down.
That's it.
No problem. Touchdown. Easy 6 for Micah Welch.
Well, that's where the hole was on the previous play that he was on.
2nd down and 1. Jackson. 1st down and more. Touchdown! How about this kid Jackson? Joe Jackson refusing to go down.
I'm going to go on Facebook and see if there's another Jack Tuttle out there.
Risano, this time, touchdown. An authoritative conclusion for the Wildcats from Tucson.
Let's pick your poison. And an extra offensive lineman tied in, and Upshaw now on the field. Straight ahead and up the middle for the touchdown. Newly purchased land they went hunting during the bye week, including his backup quarterback Mitch Griffiths, and that's a touchdown for Williams. And the scoring party continues for Texas Tech. 9-yard scamper, and Jacoby Williams into the end zone. It is 34-0 Red Raiders.
There's a reason he averages over 100 all-purpose yards for his team, top 5 in the Big 12. The reason why is because
he's going to tell you go for 2. That way if you score 2 more touchdowns and you hold the Texas TCU from scoring, you win the game.
Uh-oh! There goes Payne. Down the sideline, free to the end zone.
Close to 5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Scoreless for now. L.J. Martin right in. And that is the first time Texas Tech has allowed a point on an opening drive this season. And now Dickens!